Hello, everybody. I'm Jaret Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
It's just going to confuse people.
Have a college grad?
Not really.
Apparently they give a lot fewer D pluses than D minuses. It's not a grade they like to give out, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you mentioned that. So that's it for school, huh? Now what?
No idea. But for now, I'll probably go back and work at my dad's loading dock, like always. Then after that, figure it out.
I'm gonna miss you, man. You were the best.
You were the best. I love all you guys. Especially you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jaret, and this is a podcast. It's called Jaret Goes to the Movies, and tonight is a doozy.
How do you know it's a doozy? It could be terrible.
No, I don't mean the podcast itself. I just mean, like, we got a good group in here. We got a good movie.
That's true.
Really, the only thing, Rich, that could fuck this up is you.
That's also
That
true.
is 100% true. With me, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jaret, and with me, as always, is Rich.
Hello.
There he is. My lovely wife, Casey, is here tonight.
Hello.
Was under the weather. Wasn't even going to be here.
I wouldn't say I'm above the weather.
But are you going to, so during Karate Kid, you weren't feeling well.
No, that was the worst.
Are we allowed to do hijinks?
Can we do hijinks tonight?
Minimal hijinks.
Minimal
Okay.
hijinks.
Duly noted.
With us is longtime friend of our family and a very important part of our lives, Papa Mark. Let's hear it from Papa Mark.
Hello, everybody.
In my phone,
Glad to be here.
And in my phone, it just says Mark Cleveland.
Wow, that's fine too.
And then I haven't thought of it yet, but my across the street neighbor, he lives Kiddy Corner. Oh, I got it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kiddy Corner Will. And,
can't I just be the Will?
The Will.
Kiddy Corner.
Kiddy Corner Will is amazing, actually. It actually,
Especially since it's Caddy Corner. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't think Kitty Corner is a thing. We've discussed that.
Yeah, we have
you know what? I
discussed
feel like we could research this and figure it out.
No, there's
I
no
always-
research.
Kitty Corner
Everyone
sounds
knows
like a
it's
really
Caddy
dark
Corner.
Well,
place in
there could be a
Thailand.
kitty corner, but you probably don't want to be the person
That's in fucking
Exactly.
Tibet, or some shit. I don't know. Is Tibet even like really like that? I don't know. I don't think I said what I meant.
Probably not.
I think I meant
I think you just
what's
said the same
Thailand?
joke that I said.
Thailand? That's what I meant. Thank
just
you.
said
I don't know
that.
why. I don't know why.
Tibet.
All right, let me get back on track here. So it's great to have you guys here, by the way. Mark had asked me to have beers, and I said, well, I'm doing a podcast, and here he is, and we're having beers, doing a podcast. And Will had just finished mowing the lawn, and my wife went and grabbed him and brought him upstairs. And so
I was
here you
frightened.
go. Yeah, he's terrified over here. But it's great to have you guys here. I'm excited to talk about this movie, and gosh, it's such to me, this one, we're talking Tommy Boy. This is one of those ones where I can, even if it's just in the background, I can see it in my head. I know exactly what's going on, so I almost didn't have to watch it. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, let's check in with Rich. Rich, what's going on? Did you find a personal trainer? Have you gotten laid? And what the fuck is wrong with you? Those are the three things.
Let's see. Do I have to do those in order?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Okay. Yes, no, yes, yes.
Maybe. Okay.
Not in any particular order.
That's a bunch of answers to not a lot of questions.
No, I haven't. I'm still waiting on the personal trainers to contact me.
Right.
I did.
They're all fighting over it.
They're
as we
fighting
speak.
over me right now.
I waited for that for 3 years.
So, but it is going to happen. I lost 2 pounds.
Okay, good
this
job,
week,
man.
and thank
Good
you.
job.
I am drinking them back.
Yeah,
as
well,
we
we'll
speak.
be okay. I mean, this is the first night that we've had anything in a while too, and but you know what? We're kicking the gym. We're eating really good. We made dinner at home. We did not eat at a restaurant one time this week,
Which is a big deal.
which is a huge deal. We made dinner at home 4 of the nights and ate leftovers one night.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good changes going on around here.
I had
feeling good.
I had grilled chicken sandwiches from Whataburger, and I never eat at the
God, I
house.
haven't had that grilled chicken sandwich in a long time. I remember
It's actually good. I did a double
remember it
patty.
being good.
Okay.
And I got guacamole, bacon, and jalapenos. It's
Okay.
amazing.
So
and
you
that's all I
basically-
had. I had
you
that and a water.
You should have just said, "Give me the fried chicken sandwich," because you basically took that fucking grilled chicken sandwich and just you could have just eaten
But I had
fucking
nothing
7
else.
Milky Ways.
That was my only
Who gives a
calories for the
shit?
evening.
Listen, the fucking guac. Listen, I can't fucking talk about this anyway. I seem like I'm like one of those fat guys that fucking tells other people what's going on now.
That's what I do.
You know,
I'm like, what you need to do is
I
get off the
fucking hate it.
carbs.
I hate it. I hate it.
But I did lose 2 pounds.
I hate
this
it. I realize
Which
that. Yeah. Casey, how are you? So you're feeling better. You're feeling better.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're looking better. You're getting your color back. And
Am I?
no, you just did your hair, and it looks really nice.
Okay. I don't have a lot of color to start with.
Mark, it's great to have you here on the podcast for the first time.
Yes, it's awesome.
Now, Mark has been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. We met at Warped Tour 2003.
Yes, I
Is
believe
that
that was.
correct?
I think so. I think it was 2003.
And since then, we would come through town. You guys would come out and see us at times. But you moved to Texas.
2 years ago, I moved to Texas.
And I was doing an acoustic show at Rock and Rodeo. And we were talking about where you were building your house. And Casey and I were just like, well, we're looking for an area to move.
I know the story.
And we were just like, fuck it, let's go. So we looked in your neighborhood and ended up finding a place really close. And that's how we met.
Right down the street.
We met Kiddy Corner Will, who lives Kiddy Corner.
Which isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Y'all want to call him Caddy Corner Will?
No, I like Kiddy Corner Will, but I
do
just want
like-
to go on
I don't think
record
Will
to
likes
say
Kiddy
it's
Corner Will.
Caddy
It
Corner.
seems creepy. Though.
I do
It does
agree.
seem
that-
really
that-
creepy.
I'm going to call him San Jose Will, actually.
No.
Nope, that's-
Kiddy
Why
Corner
San
Will.
Jose?
Oh, I thought that Santa Cruz.
Why Santa Cruz?
Where are you from?
From Orange County.
Orange County.
Orange County Will.
No,
Kiddy
that's
Corner
not
Will.
good.
It's already in
Willow
stone.
Sea?
Done.
Willow C's pretty
Done.
good. No, I am the assigner of all names.
Some of your names suck.
You did
You didn't
already.
even remember Mark's. You called him Papa Mark, and you're supposed to call him Papa 3.
Oh, it's Papa 3.
He told me
I
his
forgot.
name was fucking Papa. You're right.
You're the worst nickname
Let me
giver of
read-
all time.
Oh, my God.
Well, obviously
I'm
you...
the new assigner, and I will store them all.
Okay, so what's Will's nickname?
Kitty Corner Will.
No, but he doesn't want that. He
It's
doesn't
the-
want it.
Does Tim Tool want Tim Tool by neighbor? Who cares?
Tim Tool doesn't give a fuck. He just wants a nickname. And that's fine. And Tim Tool is fucking awesome.
Tim Tool's name's Tim Tool. He's been called Tim Tool his whole life.
No, and he is. Tim Tool My Neighbor is his name. Tim Tool My Neighbor is his name, and he promotes the shit out of this show.
Kitty
so.
Corner Will is the baddest name
No, I do.
ever.
I think it is bad. Like it does. It is sort of creepy. It is sort of like he would fucking be dead in prison. You know what I mean? It's like that.
That would
kinda-
happen anyway.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the program, everybody. This is a podcast called Jaret Goes to the Movies. We like to talk a lot of shit before we start the podcast, which I think is my favorite part. I usually cut it off around now, so if you're not interested in this movie, go ahead and move on to the next episode. This is episode 44, and we're going to do Tommy Boy. First of all, I want to say I want to welcome our new producer, Eddie Weiss, who is a producer. He upped his support from $10 to $20 and became a producer. So welcome, Eddie. Rod and James up from $20 and is now on the show. So now Rod and James hopefully will be here the next couple of weeks doing 5 questions with us. Our other producers are David Murray, Ashley C., Sheila Ray Wonder, Wendy Kropf, who you will hear from later in the show, Diane freaking Small, David Dooley, Big Chris Whitehead,
Lucy Murray wants to be better at guitar and the ability.
Chris Holtz, Rod and James, there he is, and Eddie Weiss. Yeah, loving it.
James.
So if you want to be a producer or just be a part of the show, go to jaretgoestothemovies.com and click on Support Us. $1 a month actually gets you the outtakes, and sometimes the outtakes are longer than the actual show, and it is just complete and total chaos. It's a fun listen. So $1 a month gets you that 4 times or every week. So $1 a month gets you a quarter a week, 25. Less than remember those commercials where it was like the price of a cup of coffee can feed a child, and now a cup of coffee is $7. They can't do that anymore. They'd be like, what the fuck? fuck? Like, we could send them Chick-fil-A for that. You know what I mean? I had a $15 salad at Freebird's today, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you go to Freebird?
I did, by myself, because you won't go with me. So I went there and
I was at work supporting this
I thought you
family.
didn't eat out this week.
I wanted a... No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did for lunch. No, I meant for dinner. I did eat lunch today.
You didn't clarify that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted a salad with chicken on it today, and we do not have any lettuce in the house, and I did not feel like going to Kroger and looking at yoga pants, because that's fucking painful. So
Freebird was much closer.
way closer, right? I actually almost called you. I did, because Will was nice enough once to just be like, "Hey man, just out of the blue, you want to go get a burger?" And I was like,
As soon as you're done with the kiddies in your corner,
"Oh, see, now you can't fuck." No, see, he doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't. Now, we got to change it. Silly. Now,
Dang.
Willie.
Please don't do that either.
Okay, sorry. All right.
You know, there's a whole story behind that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, here's the thing. So this week we're talking about the movie Tommy Boy. Man, I'm excited to dive into this one. So let's just...
I hated this movie.
I knew that was
Hey,
coming.
Jared, I'm confused.
Yes.
I thought I was coming over here to watch Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
No. I said my media room is a studio. We're gonna talk about Tommy
okay.
Boy.
This is much better than watching Tommy Boy.
Yeah, just talking about it. Yeah. I'm sensing your sarcasm.
No.
That's a line from the movie Tommy Boy.
It is.
Tommy Boy, an incompetent, immature, and dim-witted heir to an auto parts factory, must save the business to keep it out of the hands of his new con artist relatives and big business. That's actually a really good synopsis, I'm going to be honest. I like that one.
Yeah, a lot of big words for you, though.
It was, yeah, thank you. Director was Peter Segal. Writers, Bonnie Turner and Terry Turner, they did a fantastic job on this. This movie starred Chris Farley, David Spade, Brian Dennehy, Dan Aykroyd, who did all of his scenes in 2 days, by the way.
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah,
I believe it.
Bo Derek, and I feel like I would say the return of Rob Lowe, but I feel like Rob Lowe just returns all the time. You know what I mean? Like, now, of course, he's just out there, but, like, he was gone for a while.
He did disappear for a while, right?
Well,
I really hope he stays.
Me too. I like Rob Lowe.
Dude, he's
I'm
brilliant.
a fan. You know, the thing about Rob Lowe is that he was just like gone for a while, and then Wayne's World happened. And once Wayne's World happened, it was just like, oh, Rob Lowe, you know, he's back. But, you know, he was such a huge star when we were kids and part of that whole Brat Pack thing. Then he had like, he was actually one of, if you guys don't remember this, he was kind of one of the very first, like, sex tape scandal guys.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Lowe
yeah.
was a sex tape?
And it was with an
That's
underage
where he actually
girl.
went down.
Yeah, and
That's when you'd have a sex tape and you actually
to go.
lost your career.
Yeah,
Right,
and now
exactly.
it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see Rob Lowe, it just makes me happy. I don't know why.
It's
I
his
love it.
eyes.
It's got to be, right? Something in
eyes.
the
I
And
get
he's
lost in him.
beautiful.
Dude, I remember like being a kid and just thinking like, who the fuck looks like that? You know?
He looks like Tyler.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah, you think he looks like your brother?
Yeah.
Well, your
A
brother
little
would look
bit.
like him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like anybody with those eyes. You just like, you know, you just fucking can't help but fall into them and just, I mean, punch them. I mean, but anyway, great cast, and we'll dive into the cast a little bit more as we dive into the movie. So many quotes in this one. So before we even get into it, I actually wanted to talk about this. So this movie is 1995.
Wait, are we going to say every single quote that's in the movie?
We might, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We might, because there's a bunch, and we'll talk about that in just a second too.
We're just going to read the script?
So
I feel like we're getting to
Everybody
that.
pick a character.
well, so Rich's job is to, this is his self-appointed job, and he does an amazing job. But his job is to pull the clips from the movies that we play. And this one is crazy. I mean, it may be the hardest one because you could play the first hour of this movie, and every single part is a one-liner.
Right.
Richard Hayden?
Tommy.
So where's my dad? I thought he was going to meet me at the airport.
He was at the airport this morning, but you weren't on the plane.
He said he had a surprise for me.
Maybe. I guess you should have called.
I did call earlier when using the phone.
Earlier, when was that?
Or later when then I left a message.
A message. What number did you call?
249er567.
I can't hear you. You're trailing off. And did I catch a niner in there? Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
No, it was cordless.
You know what? Don't. Not here. Not now.
Did you hear I finally graduated?
Yeah, just a shade under a decade, too. All right.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
I am so proud of you on this clip. I totally thought you would break this up. So I was completely ready. I was completely ready to just do the rest of it.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's so important. But like even right here, you already realize that David Spade, every single thing out of his mouth is amazing.
Every single thing.
Every single thing. It's crazy.
And I want to be clear about this.
All right.
I think Chris Farley is hysterical, like one of the funniest people ever. I feel like David Spade was funnier in this movie.
Definitely. I think, you know what? So.
I mean, obviously they're a team. They work together. They bounce off each other, but
I feel like
he's my kind of comedy. I think that's the
you
thing.
like that
snarky,
sort of dry.
I'm glad you said that about Chris Farley because I was waiting for you to come in here and say something shitty, and I was going to have to like jump down your
God no, Chris Farley's amazing.
So I'm just going to go on this right now. To me, even during this time, I just always saw Chris Farley as being like the guy that can fall on a table and like he's super funny or whatever.
That was his big thing that he always said.
I know, but here's the thing about watching it today. And 20 years later,
right?
Like he could act. I mean, it's pretty good.
It was good.
I mean, he actually may have been a genius. And here's what I think. I think it's like the John Belushi thing for me. There were people around John Belushi, and I don't compare them. It sucks because I'm saying them in the same.
Because they're two hefty guys that died.
Two hefty guys that died, and they both had a sidekick, and they were both on Saturday Night Live, and yada yada. But they do get compared a lot, so I'm gonna just put this out there. To me, I don't think we all saw what Chris Farley was capable of. I think everyone around him saw that. So I think when you hear like all of his peers and David Spade and all of these people talking about how great he was. What we see is what they let us see, what he let us see, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So John Belushi was the same way. See, because to me, I was too little. Like, I didn't find John Belushi funny. I mean, like, I don't even think, like, the samurai thing on Saturday Night Live is funny. Right. I don't. I mean, I like the Blues Brothers.
I didn't.
That's kind of it for me. As watching this Chris Farley thing today, I was just like, shit. This guy can actually act.
No, it was good, yeah.
Acted.
I agree.
And yes, of course, he's like, I want a brother, and he jumps up over the coffee table, whatever. And yes, he can do the things with his body, but I definitely saw this differently than I'd ever seen it before.
This is the movie for all other movies with Chris Farley where I think, what a loss.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, that's what I think.
Absolutely. I know. It is kind of like, even though it's, clearly it's a hysterical movie, like it is kind of emotional watching this one. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think everyone in the world has a soft spot for Chris Farley. So looking back at like how much talent he actually had,
it's like
this pretty heartbreaking.
It's like this and the Chippendales bit with Patrick Swayze,
right?
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
that was
where you just go, man, like just 10 more years, or like what could we have had? I mean, it's just. Man, it's sad, It really is.
But then you see the Caucasian Ninja movie, and then you're like, maybe it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
What was that called, anyways? I don't even
Beverly Hills Ninja?
Oh. Yeah, Beverly Hills Ninja.
Well, I'm glad you pulled that clip. I really am. And I love the ride. I love the ride from the airport where he's just crunching on the M&Ms. And there is nothing that I hate worse than a passenger that puts anything on my dash.
Yeah.
Anything.
Who puts stuff on your dash?
Well, it's a thing, and I can't
have a lap. Put it in your lap.
No, I agree, but I was on the road for a very long time.
You have someone?
Oh, I have someone.
A very special someone.
A very specific someone that used to just put their stuff on there.
They know you're talking about it right
100%.
now.
Everybody who's ever been in that van knows. And but the fucking M&M's going into the thing, and then they do have a
hard candy shell.
A hard candy shell or whatever. Surprised you didn't know that. So
your brain has
hard
candy.
I feel like that whole
do you
thing.
do that? You do that, right?
That is some shit Jaret says all the time.
No, I don't like that one.
Yeah. What?
I don't like that one. That sucks.
That one's pretty bad. Did you do that like on a computer?
Don't we do all of this on the computer?
I'm just saying, you created it
until
on
y'all
the computer.
fucking start creating your own bits. Don't fucking
James
get
Franco.
started on.
That's not a good one.
It's not a good one.
I've never said anything about any of them. That is constructive criticism.
Jared, I loved it. Please like me.
Thank you. Yes, I do. I do the I'm surprised you didn't know that. I say that shit all the time. And yes,
I'm talking about the...
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. We do. You're a candy
He does that every flipping day of my life.
I don't know if I got that from this movie. I assume that I had to.
I think we did, yeah.
Because I have done this. I mean, this is probably, if I pick the number one thing that I do all the time, that is absolutely what I do all the time.
I don't know. I think we can beat it during the movie, but I do agree it's a big one. And yes, I do that. And so everybody else.
I appreciate
we still do it.
I appreciate you thinking it's big, but I don't need you to beat it.
2 pounds is what we decided.
It used to be.
Yeah, you already lost it.
Yeah, that's out. So, but yeah, it's like, hey, grab my suitcase. You're a suitcase. Like, that's fucking rampant in my life. It's fucking every day.
That's the best thing ever.
Tom, you're talking about a huge loan. Maybe instead of borrowing, you should take on a partner.
No. There's always has been, always will be. A family firm. My grandfather founded it in 21. My father kept it running during the Depression. My Aunt Eileen ran it when he went away to war, and someday my son will run it.
Hi, Dad.
Tommy!
So there's a thing about this movie, and I sort of started thinking about it as I was watching it today. Like, is there a category for these, for like this kind of movie? I mean,
they're called comedies.
No,
called
but I don't think
SNL comedies.
Okay, so here we go. So now we have choices. So are we thinking it's? I don't think it fits into like the normal comedy. It's not like The Hangover. It's not like Stir Crazy. It's not like it's like this. So is it a buddy comedy? And
you're really pushing for Stir Crazy for next week.
No, but come on, stick with me here, because I think that because this is where I was actually trying to get. Is there sort of a category for Saturday Night Live comedies?
Because this is Wayne's World. This is
it? Yeah,
early Adam Sandler.
Okay, so because the way that I see this is exactly the same. All the funny shit front loaded. You actually get into some trouble about 3/4 or even more through. Mm-hmm. Quick, big solution that happens really, really fast, and then everything's okay, right? So it's like, is that sort of the Saturday Night Live model?
It's basically enough, just barely enough story that there's an actual plot, but who cares because of all the one-liners that are amazing.
Funny shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Cinematic sketch comedy.
Because I feel like this.
Where'd you get that from?
That's a great.
But even that. So like I feel like even if you take it a step further, to me, even like Anchorman or Step Brothers are more of like there's a constant flow of plot through those to where it's not just like. To me, this one is like, hey, a guy gets there. 2 guys are in a car for most of the movie.
Right.
So if you take Billy Madison, hey, there's a rich kid. He's going through school for most of the movie. You know what I mean? So and anyway, I just wondered if you guys had sort of
even tried to kind of is a little more evolved than this movie.
And so
lovable imbecile buddy pick.
Sure. And so here's the question. This was 20 years ago. Can you make this movie now? Could you make this
Adam
kind
Sandler
of
does it?
Does he?
On Netflix, yeah.
On Netflix.
Okay, so on this, or like, does Grown Ups fit into this?
No, that's a totally different
thing.
Yeah. That's not like Saturday Night Live-y at all.
So can you make this kind of movie? Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, who could get away with it?
Gritty now, probably.
Yeah.
What was that? I didn't see it, but what was the one with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart?
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's probably, but it's more gritty. I think we've just learned so much in 20 years on filmmaking that it's not so.
You think
immature.
it's a filmmaking thing, or just like an evolution of just like what you can get across?
No, I think it's a filmmaking thing.
Yeah, I think they've just learned a lot.
Well, it's cool to look back on these and to know that, like, hey, I mean, we've talked about so many of these over the past 44 that you can never make again.
Right.
And this last week we lost Gene Wilder.
Right. Which we're doing next week.
Which we will do a Gene Wilder movie next week. But
Silver Streak.
Silver Streak is a great one.
It's one of the 3 that we're thinking
Young
about.
Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein is a great one.
Young Frankenstein would be fun.
You know what? I never
Put
found
the candle back.
I would actually like to watch that one as an adult because I never found it funny as a kid.
Me either.
I've watched it as an
Young
adult.
Frankenstein?
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
You would appreciate it as an adult.
So I loved Silver Streak. I loved
Stir Crazy,
but
Blazing
Saddles.
Yeah. Blazing Saddles, great.
So let's.
But is that a Gene Wilder movie
really.
though?
Well, but he's definitely in it.
He's in it.
Well, but let's
he's a
discuss
side
this. So
character.
what I said was that was originally a Richard Pryor Gene Wilder movie, but Richard Pryor was so fucked up he couldn't do it. They had to replace him. He's the writer in it.
Who's the guy that is in it?
Cleavon Little.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
And but they ended, which is
he was great.
No. Because here's it wouldn't have been the same movie.
Yeah, it would have been a Richard Pryor movie.
Yeah. It would have been over the top, whatever. His dryness, the way that he played it, the way that the sheriff played it, makes it one of my favorite movies of all
so
time.
we're not doing Willy Wonka?
I don't know if I want to touch on Willy Wonka, actually. Like, I don't.
There's a lot more to talk about than you'd even have. Like, you even
Now,
realize.
see, Kiddy Corner would fit in good.
Right whenever I said that, I was like, what a volley. What a volley.
The book was much better.
Yeah.
It actually was.
Listen, guys, I got to backtrack a little bit because I think the first scene of the movie where he's in there taking the test and he sets up one of the greatest jokes ever.
Which is
he's looking at his test or whatever, and it's like the founding fathers include Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and he's like, because it's like blank Hancock, and he writes in Herbie, and that comes back in.
I didn't even notice that.
Right here, where he's like, he comes into his new office or whatever.
It's Herbie Hank.
Yeah, it's Herbie Hank. So that's something we say all the time. The other thing that we do is and I said this is
who's we?
We means like my friend group. Basically, we speak.
So not me.
Well, you pointed to me, and I knew that I had never said that ever.
I did not point at you. I did a hand motion this way.
Right.
So I'm fucking just. God damn it, Rich.
Anyway, around this scene is when the refrigerator thing came
exactly out. Right. And so the refrigerator comes in, and he just like.
Here's a perfect example. For Father's Day,
yeah.
Got a refrigerator for the studio, mainly for the podcast.
Best gift ever.
To save me or Tim Toole from going up and down the stairs to get you guys fucking beers.
You never did it.
I did for the first couple times, but then, whatever.
Until I said, it's your job, and then you said, I'm never doing it again.
Because you called it my job.
And she got me a refrigerator, and I came out and I go, it's a refrigerator. I could put 6-packs soda or yogurt or
candy bars.
Yeah, candy bars. Yeah, I did. I had candy bars in the fridge, and it's just like anything you want to keep cold. So. That is a really big Bowling for Soup thing. It's just like, holy shit, there's a refrigerator in here. We can put soda or whatever. And then somebody will always say, anything you want to keep cold.
I imagine that's funnier in the UK where they have...
No refrigerator.
No. They have refrigerators. And every time that I've ever been with you thus far, there's been refrigerators in every single venue in the back.
Yeah.
But none of them fucking work.
Yeah, we call them the beer warmer. It's the beer warmer.
They just have 6 refrigerators or refrigerated ones that have the little sliding door, but none of them are on the
Why? It's like they hate anything that's awesome, but it's like, and I love them as people. It's just like they're just that's the thing. Is
because
people
why be happy, right?
Well, exactly. Well, that's the thing.
It's happy.
Why would you need air conditioning in your car? Well, because it's fucking more comfortable. I don't know. I mean,
they you have a hangover and it blows on your forehead.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
I run my AC in the winter.
Yeah. Me too. I swear to God, I just said that yesterday, didn't I? Mm-hmm. I swear to God, I literally use my AC year round.
Is that for me?
No, son, that's for me.
Oh, man. Dad, she's like a 10.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Hi.
This must be Tommy. Are you Tommy?
I'm Tommy.
I'm Beverly, and you are just adorable.
Nah, son, I got an announcement to make. Tom, I've asked Beverly to be my wife.
Remember the Leah Thompson? You'd have it rewind.
Yeah.
That part over.
I used to do the
Bo,
thing with
Derek, and no, it was actually Tarzan. I would do it when she's playing with the apes in the water. Oh my God, over and over and over and over. She looked barely older here. When she was getting out of the water, she looked barely older than that movie to me. Until she dried her hair.
Yes.
Holy shit. She aged like 30 years after she dried her hair.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I literally was sitting there watching it and I'm like, okay, I get where the joke's going. I've seen this movie. Like, she gets out. I had forgotten about that. And she went from like sexy pool lady to like the freaking twin from the original Parent Trap, you know? Like, that's what she looked like. Like, no joke. Like, the whole entire
totally
thing.
killed it for me. I was out. As soon as she dried her hair, I was
That's when he lost his 2
out.
pounds.
Yeah, I disagree. So for those that don't know, her walking out of the pool is a tribute to the movie 10.
Dudley Moore.
Yeah, your favorite actor of all time.
He's great.
And but here's what's awesome about that. Did you know that Brian Dennehy was also in that movie?
By the way, we haven't talked about Brian Dennehy
know
yet. I thought he killed it and was perfect casting for his dad.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
But this was when he comes out and he's just like, she's a 10, and they're paying tribute to the whole thing.
So do you think people that watch that movie now for the first time get that reference?
You know what? I didn't get it till today.
Yeah, I didn't know
It's
that.
the first time that I got. No, I got the 10 reference, but I never put it together that he was in that.
But you disagree about the haircut?
I do disagrry about that. We'll get
I
into
didn't
that.
know he was in it.
What's your favorite Brian Dennehy movie? Anybody?
Tommy Boy?
I'm going Cocoon.
Oh, yeah.
Was he in Cocoon?
Yeah,
He's one of
Can
the
we get a
he's
list?
like the main. He's like the main guy. Cocoon.
Yeah. They're alien spoilers.
Yeah. Heyo.
Hang on, I'll give you a list. Hang on.
No, that's the best one.
Oh, okay.
There's Rambo.
He was in First Blood.
Oh fuck, he's in First Blood. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in Ratatouille. I liked that one.
I didn't recognize him.
Nobody else.
All right. Anyway, I say this. I say, "Sweet Jesus, Bo Derek."
Yeah.
So when here's the thing. When
I would just constantly like pour water on her head every time.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The one thing that I noticed today when she did dry her hair, she wasn't wearing a bra in the white.
How could you even notice that with the hair?
I know.
I couldn't take my eyes off of it.
He never got to the hair.
Yeah, exactly.
There are no nipples in the world to distract from that awful
I am with Casey on
haircut.
this, and I'm a boob man, and I still couldn't get past the hair. I'm like,
Boobs are like man squirrel, right?
Yeah, it's bad news.
Man, did I get douched with mud.
Hey, Chucko, that doesn't smell like mud.
Oh, man, that's cold. I'm a maniac on the floor, and I'm dancing like I've never danced before.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
Why?
All right, so who hasn't done the maniac thing?
Yeah, I mean, that's a thing.
Fucking amazing.
So,
I'll be honest, that was
when
a
my
classic
daughter was
move.
3,
Yeah.
I trained her to do this.
I'm a fan of Rob Lowe on and off the court. Like, I love everything about Rob Lowe.
That's because you like Parks and Rec.
Are you Rob-lo-sexual?
Does anybody watch the? I am. Does anybody watch the Grinder? I thought that show was
That's an app.
hysterical.
Okay, let me explain to you what Grindr is again, Rich.
It was funny. I watched it. It was fun.
You did miss, right? You did miss, and so I got to put this into the running of things that you might say. You did miss a quote, which is, "Brothers don't shake hands.
Yeah,
brothers got a
there
hug."
was shit tons with them together.
I know, but I'm saying that there are so many quotes. And I mean, you said that. What did you say? Your favorite quote?
Wait, what did you say?
No, what did you?
Wait, what did you say?
God damn it! What was your favorite quote of the? You said that you have this is my favorite quote of the whole thing. You realize we're doing a show. You do realize we're doing a
What
podcast.
did you say your favorite quote
It's
was?
a show. I haven't said one yet. All right. So anyway, I think brothers got a hug. Like when you walk up to somebody, you're just like, who?
Well, so I have 3 stepbrothers and 3 brother-in-laws, and
Yeah.
I have a twin sister. So I grew up with a sister, right?
Yeah.
Every one of them. That's what I do.
Brothers got a hug. Exactly.
Because they want to shake my hand because we're like adults. Right?
Yeah, exactly. But everybody does that, even when you're hugging it
I
out.
think it says like adults. We're like adults, but fuck it.
So one interesting thing is that Rob Lowe, even though he's such a major character in this, he is actually not credited as an actor in this.
Weird.
Because he was actually contractually obligated to be in Stephen King's The Stand.
Oh, yeah.
And he did this as a favor. So he's
Even
actually...
The Stand?
So he's uncredited in this.
He's like one of the main characters.
I haven't seen The Stand since I was like really, really young.
Yeah, you got to watch that again. It's great.
I read it. Movie, right? It was really long. I remember that.
Like, it was a miniseries. It's not a movie.
So to throw back to Karate Kid, when I said that we would discuss this about things to do in a small town, I fucking love the exchange when he's like, he goes, is there anything to do here besides eat? And he goes, tons of stuff. Late night pitch and putts, go to livestock auction, cruise the 4-H babes, throw stuff off the bridge. So we say throw stuff off the bridge all the time. Like, that's a thing. Like, what do you guys want to do? I don't know. Throw stuff off the bridge.
So dangerous.
It's so dangerous, right?
So did you see...
It's irresponsible.
Did you see Chris Farley dead leap over the coffee table?
Oh, sure. That was amazing.
And him running at the beginning, I mean, he's spry.
He's amazing
huge guy.
Oh, he does a fucking cartwheel at the front of it, and I actually literally thought to myself, because as I saw, I've gained some weight.
You were wondering if you could do a cartwheel?
Yeah.
Do you think
you shush? You shush.
I've only known you like this. You haven't gained any weight.
Exactly. Same here. So, do you think you could dead leap over a coffee table?
No, I can't do it. Now, also, he's not 44 in this. Like, he's fucking...
Is that what you're playing, the old card?
17, right?
Yeah, he's a 17 and a half. But, anyway, no, I can't jump over a coffee table. I don't know why you're giving me shit.
I'm going to be honest here. I would 100% think you could pull off a cartwheel.
I would have thought he said yes, too.
I think I could do a cartwheel.
I think it might be like that cleaning up the backyard video.
Yeah, I might.
Where you like pull something under here, but I think it would be successful, and I think it would be in good form.
And we don't know how many takes.
You really do love me, don't you?
Yeah, she does. We don't know how many takes he took. I mean, how many coffee tables were broken to film that scene.
You do realize, though, like, his whole career on SNL, he was
physical
the guy.
Comedy,
it was physical and just, I mean...
And can I not be a dick? He also was on a lot of uppers.
That's true.
Well, that's not being a dick.
He was medicated.
Yeah, what's hopping a coffee table, Like, that you could have fucking cleared a fucking car.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Tom, but I'd like to take a look at your operation before I commit.
Fair enough, Doug. Of course, I could get a hell of a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking my head up a bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it.
Bull's ass, that's great. And you guarantee everything you sell.
I could guarantee you all day long, but we both know a guarantee is only as good as the man who writes it.
Sounds good, Tom. I'll send the contract next week.
Good man. Good man.
Still the best, Tom.
8 whiskey sours and still sell the son of a bitch. Damn, I'm good.
Oh, man. And you just fucking know something bad's going to happen here, right?
Yeah, Brian Dennehy didn't last long in this movie.
No, he didn't.
I don't know. I just want to change things up a little bit from, like, these are things I say all the time to, like, things that I'm gonna say all the time. Like, this is what I'm gonna say.
Which one?
All the fucking time.
Which one? Stick the bull head?
Yeah, you want to look at a T-bone steak and then you stick your head up the bull's ass.
Wait, Jaret.
What?
You're on a sales call right now. Things are going bad.
Okay.
They wouldn't be.
Give the line that your dad gave right before he died.
Don't look,
without
cheater.
looking.
Don't look, cheater.
Without looking.
Don't look, cheater.
Lou.
Not that line.
Lou, I am your father.
This is called buying himself some time.
No, because we always go la la lay lo la la lo la. That's how I sound check.
Give me the bull's ass line.
I don't know the fucking thing because I just go, it's got to be your bull. Do you know it?
If I wanted a closer look at a T-bone steak, you'd stick your head up a bull's ass.
But I'll take the butcher's word for it.
Thank you, Casey.
You just lost the sale.
That's right. You just lost the sale.
Here's what I'd be like. This fucking shit is awesome. You should buy this. I'm not kidding. Like, this would be like if you don't, or I'm sorry,
you would just go, "There's new Ticket Blaster."
Oh man, come on!
I actually thought that the love interest seemed miscast. I didn't feel like she fit the movie very well.
Oh, I did actually.
Old high school, like
girl from high school has a job in a freaking factory. She's not married.
Right, a girl. I got that. That I think a girl should have been cast in that spot.
Yeah, she's not like way out of
like
the
a different girl.
She's the girl next door.
Yeah, she's not like way out of his league as far as she works in the warehouse and like.
I started thinking about this the other day. So I have a new movie idea that I'm working on, and I'm not going to do a movie pitch here.
Is it a guy and a girl? The girl dies.
I'm not going to make your movie.
stole a bunch.
It's not that. No. But I started thinking about it the other day, where I'm just like, isn't it crazy that like no matter where you go, like you just run into these like insanely interesting people who may or may not have a significant other or whatever, but like if they don't, let's just say, they could make someone so happy, but it's just because they're here. And that person is somewhere else.
Are you breaking up with me right now?
Yeah, what's going on here?
No, anyway, I'm just saying that the fact that she's there and in that warehouse, and it's just fucking meant to be, and if that's the way that it happens. So
now I wanted to hear more about this movie. I don't understand
I'm not
the
pitching
pitch.
the movie.
I don't understand the pitch.
I didn't pitch the movie. You're the movie pitcher.
What's the?
I don't pitch it. This podcast is about the movie Tommy Boy. I'm fucking sticking to the plan.
All right.
Here's the thing about when Brian Dennehy dies from disco dancing.
Yeah.
Apparently, no one knows CPR.
Yeah.
Because they just leave him just laid out, fucking full spread or whatever. It's just like, somebody called 911.
No, just call the hearse.
Fuck.
Call the hearse.
Somebody called 911 is not enough. Do you not know that? Like, get in there. Like, what, we're not doing the mouth breathe thing anymore, but let's at least chest compress. Fucking do something.
Are we not doing the mouth thing anymore?
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Oh, really?
I think it's changed. I think we just do the
thing?
I think we just do the chest compressions. I don't know.
I don't think the tongue was ever part of it.
Don't take my word for it, by the way, guys. I have not had a class in a while.
Slipping people
Last
the
time
tongue.
I took CPR.
You never know, might work.
Was for small children, and it was probably, I guess, approximately 4 years ago.
It was a long time.
And they were still doing mouth and chest.
My dad said the new pads were the future, Callahan.
But who's going to sell them?
I will. I'll go on my dad's sales trip.
I'll be damned. Whores running around doing their little behind shake for the menfolk.
I kind of like her idea.
That's very Adam Sandler-esque, too.
Oh,
that
so good.
That breaking out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck is this lady talking about?
Factory goes under, the whole town goes under. That's when the whores come in.
I cheated on her one time during the war.
I saw one prostitute.
So fucking great. And this is where where he decides he's going out there, and they make David Spade go with him. He's like, I don't think anyone could help Baby Huey out there.
Baby Huey on there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I do think it's cool, though, because this kind of establishes like how much of a family, clearly he did like the spiel that's a family business, but they're in this meeting. There's all these people that clearly really cared about his father, really care about the company, and even though nobody really has faith in this dude, they're like, this is the last resort. Like, we're going to send him out because this is what we need to do right now. I fucking hate you.
Well, let's actually talk about, you know what, one of my notes that I missed is Tommy walking through the factory the day that he gets back. I mean, everybody loves this guy. Like, he grew up there. He's like, hey, Tommy, like, hey, what's going on? Like, he tries out the filing of the brake pad or whatever and sends it off, and then good
distance.
Good distance, yeah. So, I mean, like, everybody loves him.
Yeah, you can see that.
And you can see that except for the one guy on the dock, and we find that out later, you know what I'm talking about?
Hey, does this suit make me look fat?
No. Your face does. Check you out. Right.
It's a clip, huh?
Are you sure? All right, now, it's sale time, so remember, we don't take no...
No shit from anyone.
No.
We don't take no prisoners.
We don't take no for an answer.
Oh, yeah. We don't take no for an answer.
The fucking... Are you sure?
Yeah. That's... You know why you like it? Because that's you.
That is you.
That is you.
100%.
It is really like bad. And what's insane is like, that's what I hear in your text messages. And I'm like... I like hear it as I read it. I'm just like, is he fucking with me? Like, what the fuck? It's got I didn't even fucking start any shit right now, and like, is he fucking with me right now? Like, what just happened?
But it's gotten in your head. He can be like, hey man, hope you have a good day. He's like, fuck is that supposed to mean?
So I love this. And again, another thing, here comes another Jaret Reddick that I say all the time.
Oh, God.
Because he goes, we don't take no for an answer, and then he just goes, no, okie dokie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then he just goes, and then you see it goes to another one, no, gotcha, thanks. Oh, man, and then you have the insane scene of him just losing his goddamn mind, setting a car on fire. But
that actually gave me some anxiety. Like, because I know what's going to happen. I've seen the movie, but I'm like, clearly that man has spent probably a lot of money and a lot of time piecing together these little tiny cars.
Yeah,
like,
and he was ready to get him the fuck out of there.
Back to the does this make me look fat? Do girls actually? Is that because I know that's a big joke. Girls saying, "Does this make me look fat?" Blah, blah. Do actual girls say that to their husband? Okay, that's a thing. I've never once had any significant other say that to me.
Well, maybe because you're not an honest person. Because
what?
No, he is an honest person.
That's probably why. Because they know I'll tell them.
Maybe,
well,
but if I'm going to ask, I ask for real. Like, I used to take my best friend Gabe. Like, if we go shopping and I'm like, he's like, that's fucking too small for you. Don't lie to yourself. That's good feedback.
So actually, here's the thing about her best friend.
But you didn't love Gabe.
But he could have stopped at that's too small for yourself. But he adds, don't lie to yourself. I just go, I don't know, maybe something else.
We're buddies. Yeah, I'll come in and I'm like, is this too small? I don't know, but you like that other shirt, right? If my shoes don't match, he'll fucking tell me. I'll be ready to go.
Is this too small is completely different than does this make me look fat?
I have legitimately walked out and said, do I look fat in this? And he'll be like, no, or he'll be like,
yeah, I mean, we have an agreement.
We're not going to let each other leave looking like a fucking asshole.
Exactly.
I think it's a good thing. I'm not trying to hey, tell me I look skinny. I'm like, let me know if I look like a fucking fat ass. I'm not going anywhere looking like that.
You're making Jared very uncomfortable right now.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm just looking at my notes. Okay. I mean, stop doing my job for me.
But here's the time that I don't actually want a real answer. I will walk in and I'll go, do these shoes match this outfit? Because I actually don't know how to dress myself. Mm-hmm. And he'll go, no. And I'm like, fuck. I didn't really want to change my fucking shoes.
Or she'll come in and have the brown ones on and go, brown or gray? And I'll be like, gray. And she'll be like, are you sure? Gray.
Yeah.
And she's got to go change them because she comes back out. Yeah, you were right.
You don't wear both?
Yeah, Bonnie comes out with one on each foot.
Yeah.
And then I have to compare.
No, we don't do that.
I don't know. I'm not old. I don't know.
Simone does that too.
Let's dive into this. At this point, I feel like we're getting a glimpse into the relationship of David Spade and Chris Farley. We're seeing the genius, the duo, or whatever. We haven't.
You're saying the comedy relationship, not the.
No, I don't mean in the movie. In the movie, I mean you're getting the fact that there's something special going on here.
Definitely something special.
And you know what? It didn't happen on Saturday Night Live, and here's why: because David Spade was fucking nothing on Saturday Night Live. He was just this little. Yep. He was. I don't even think he was even
Hollywood Minute, right? Is that when he?
Even then, that was. But he still wasn't even a featured player. He was what is the thing that they do at the end where they're and featuring? Oh, no, they do feature them, but they're not starring.
Not featured.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, Chris Rock was that forever, and then that motherfucker went on and made all the money.
I thought Chris Rock was terrible on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I thought every movie that he's ever been in is awful acting.
Yeah.
But literally the best stand-up I've ever seen ever.
You know what? I agree with all of that except
what's the harder? What's the one called? Harder, Blacker? What?
That's that magazine that I sold you out of when I was in band.
You know what I'm talking.
I was in band, and I sold you that.
You know that talking.
Yeah, Bigger, Blacker, Bigger and Blacker.
Something, whatever that one is.
Bigger,
that
Blacker,
was the best comedy
Housewives?
I've ever seen.
Guys, I don't think it has to be 3. I think y'all are thinking South Park, a bigger, stronger, uncut, or whatever. But anyway,
that was the same magazine.
Yeah, you're right. No, that was from Uncuts from England.
Yeah, the UK edition.
I agree with you on all of this. I actually don't think he was terrible on Saturday Night Live. I think most of the time he was terrible. He had some good stuff.
Name one skit that he was good in.
The Gap.
Yeah, he was good. He was good in that. I liked the what's the one where he was like the big black leader guy or whatever. Shit, I can't think of it. Yeah, he has a talk show.
That's what I thought was the worst.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
He had that dumb skit there bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Here's the thing. There's a thing. I was just trying to explain this to my trainer, who was 18 years old, by the way. He was talking to me about... I don't remember.
He skips dessert once and he has abs.
Yeah,
I had a friend in high school that could sneeze and eat.
He actually fucking has to skip dessert if he's late for dinner because his mom says. That's the thing. He asked me about Gene Wilder, and he goes, the Willy Wonka guy. And I'm like, yeah, and
he only knows Willy Wonka because of the meme Willy Wonka. He doesn't know the movie Willy Wonka.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I think kids know Mary Poppins and Willy Wonka.
It's a joke, Jared. Can we just fucking roll with the joke?
I've been trying to do it all goddamn night. You're on my shit. So fucking you flow, I flow. That's how a podcast works, Rich.
Why are you yelling?
Anyway, he asked me, was he funny? And I'm like, dude, he had this fucking partner, named Richard Pryor. And at that time, so you guys know, let me give you a little history. Steve Martin was the first comedian.
I didn't realize you were going to say Richard Pryor. Listen, I thought you were going to say Marty Feldman.
Would I
thought
him?
He was more his partner than Richard Pryor.
Because of Young
What? They did one movie.
No, they did more than one movie, right?
Who gives a shit? All of his movies that he did with Richard Pryor were huge.
No, I agree, but I don't think they were considered partners.
Of course they were. Why would they have not?
Okay,
I submit.
Mom, Dad, your opinion's not valid. You shut up.
No, they did Stir Crazy. They did Silver Streak. They did
movies together, yes.
But they weren't partners.
They did 4. I didn't think they were.
They were supposed to have done.
I'm about to break up y'all's partnership.
Yeah, but they were supposed to have done Blazing Saddles as well. I mean, these are they were comedy.
Yeah, I'm saying I agree they did movies together. I didn't consider them partners. When I think of partners, I thought of
so
Marty
what are the 5 movies that he did that Gene Wilder did with Eagle?
That.
Okay, don't do the oh right, really? You like Led Zeppelin? Name 5 songs. What you need to do is just realize that you probably did not know all the Richard Pryor.
No, I knew that they did 4. I know they did 4 movies together. No, I'm not fucking with you. I know they did 4 movies together. I just didn't see them as partners.
Actually, there's an internet rumor that said that they didn't even get along.
Yeah, there's also one that says that they were gay.
What?
I just made that up.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with
that. It's an internet rumor now.
We've done it!
Hey, I tell you what. You can take a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
What? I'm failing to make the connection here, son.
No, I mean, you can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a butcher's ass, but then, no, it's got to be your bull.
Wow.
Here's the deal. If I want you...
You have derailed.
Shut up, Richard.
Do you validate?
I fucking love that line. Another one.
It's okay. I work for a company now that I've been working for 8 years. Mm-hmm. When I first interviewed for this company, they had valet parking in the building. So I didn't have another way of parking that I knew of because I didn't know the area. So I went in. I was like, oh, crap, it's valet. And I'm like, I'm not a valet person, so, okay, here's my car. Oh, God. So I go up, I do the interview. The interview goes well. And then I ask him, do you validate? And he goes, no. And I felt like a dick. And I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this job. So I go downstairs.
You asked the guy that was...
My boss, that's my boss now.
Oh,
do
no
you
shit.
validate? I don't know. I don't know validate.
You weren't just going to pay the money during your interview?
I didn't have cash.
You always ask the secretary.
Carry cash.
If you're anybody,
I need a job.
Anyone listening to this, you never ask the person
there
you're
is
there
no
to
secretary.
See.
It was me and him in an empty office.
Ask the doorman.
He didn't even have furniture in the office yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
you're like, I want to work here.
I'm employee number 2.
Yeah.
So
no, he doesn't validate.
He doesn't validate. So I go downstairs. I don't have cash. They're like, well, there's a machine across. I had to go run across the street, get cash, come back, pay them. My car didn't start because I was having alternator problems or something, and I was driving. Anyway, so
it really needed to.
You got the job.
They had to jump the car. Yes, I got the job. But holy Jesus Christ!
Let's talk about valet parking for a second. Because here's the thing. Like, I realize that the new norm is like people want to feel special or whatever, and I'm cool with it. Like, we valet park at the mall.
I was just gonna say you valet park at the mall.
I don't give a fuck. Like,
here's the deal. Yeah. Jaret has a million snobby tendencies. I have caught on to 0% of these until parking at the mall.
Right.
It is. I will fucking valet park anywhere at this point in my life. Like, I have no idea. That is the only thing I've caught on to. It's $7. It's that horrible parking lot.
It's $5. It's $5. It's $5.
No, it's $7.
Oh,
it is
you have to
$7.
tip. You have to tip.
No,
So,
it's $7 and then a tip. But if you go to Cheesecake Factory, it's free. So I'm like, you're telling me that all I have to do is give you my car, shop, go have a drink at Cheesecake Factory, and then be like,
yeah, that's true.
free
that would
fucking
work.
parking. It works.
So with valet, what's the norm? Should you tip when you give them your car
No.
and after?
No.
or just
when you pick it
after?
up.
When you pick it up.
When you pick it up, okay.
So
What's the standard? Is it 15%?
No,
What are you doing?
no.
I
You
don't
give
know,
them
if it's $7,
$2.
if it's 7, you give them 10 or
No, fuck that. You
Okay,
give them
well, I give them
$2 for picking up your car. But let's get back to this.
I tip more than Jared.
I'm
younger.
I hate the
I still work in
valet
the
at the
service
restaurant where they have the cones and you come out to get your car and they're like, "Hey, let me just a second," and you're like, "My car is literally right there." Like, I mean, I can I can almost reach it from here.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like where it's front row parking all the way around. Like, why the fuck do I? Because it's basically like you can either valet or park a block away, but it's free valet.
Mm-hmm.
So it cost me $5 to. You might as well pay bathrooms back in. You know, for me,
I agree.
Is that a thing?
I don't know if I've ever valet parked my car.
What?
I definitely have valet parked my car.
You gotta try it at the mall, dude. It's the best.
But I always find the best spot.
No,
I never do.
Do you drive around till you find it?
No, it's magic.
So you you don't go to Dallas ever, obviously, because you can't get a fucking parking spot. That's the only time I valet because I get so much anxiety from trying to park in Dallas. It drives me crazy, so I just do valet.
Even in Dallas, like even in my brokest days, like I will pay the flippin' $25 parking when I'm going to a music venue down there so that I don't get stabbed on the way out. Like, I'm cool with that.
Well,
Parking
you're
is
a
important
girl.
to me. I'm a girl, exactly. I'd rather just, at night, just get in a car and go. I feel like it's a safety issue.
Where you find out how much you'll pay is at a sporting event. Because as you get closer,
I will pay $40.
and they go up in $10 increments.
Yeah, it's bullshit. That's why I don't. That's another reason why I don't like sports because of that bullshit.
Don't fuck it. Dude, it's like that at concerts too.
I don't go to concerts either.
I will pay $40 at a sporting event or a concert.
All group.
Yeah.
All
Are you at the same page?
events, I fucking
Of course I am.
Okay.
You got that from me.
No, that's actually an old school thing. You
Oh,
can ask. Yeah,
good job.
that's
Thanks,
an anybody thing. Like I used to have like all my friends in my car. They get there, they'd be like, "Oh, I mean, parking's $35 there. I don't park there." I'd be like, "Fuck it, I'll pay it." Like I won't buy a fucking t-shirt. I'm not walking and getting stabbed tonight. Tonight is not the night that I die at Fair Park in that guy's fucking driveway.
Fair Park. Don't go to Fair Park. Holy shit!
That's
I used to
Smirnoff.
deliver beer there.
We're going to Fair Park on Sunday.
Oh, that's like death
Yeah,
on a
and
stick.
we're not getting stabbed because we're probably paying the $40 parking.
100%.
Oh,
Casey, that's
I
why
was
you got
just
to train.
there last week, and the parking was free.
Parking is free for the show that we're going to.
If you can't see Big Texas feet, you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, but whenever you get the free
I can.
cheap
He's
trip
tattooed on me.
tickets.
My car is completely destroyed.
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life, but that was awesome. But sorry about your car, man.
I think about this all the time because I mean this has happened in a couple of movies.
This is based on a real story, the 911 call,
don't
right?
Do that. Just fucking don't put a deer in the car.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what the fuck did I
I am
do?
talking to you. We're doing a podcast together, Rich. I look at you literally the entire time I talk.
Classic abuse behavior.
Here's the
there.
thing. Like, look, I mean, you hit a deer. Move it out of the way.
This is probably a good time to talk to our...
Let's do this. All right. Let's bring in Miss Wendy Kropf, who is a producer of the show and who is here tonight for 5 questions.
Yep.
And if you would like to be a part of the show sometime, why not go to jaretgoestothemovies.com and click on Support Us.
Hello.
There she is. You got a haircut.
No, it's still.
You didn't get a haircut. You just don't have it sticking up or something. All right, Wendy. We're about to talk Tommy Boy. Did you watch Tommy Boy?
I've seen Tommy. I did not have to watch it. It's one of my favorite movies, and I don't quote movies, but I quote this one.
All right, so
the
you quote
time.
this movie. You're going to need to know these quotes for 5 questions tonight, Wendy, because you've done this now 4 times, I believe, maybe 5, 4 times.
Maybe.
You've done 5 questions. That means you've done 5 questions 4 times. That means you've gotten 24 questions.
No.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
5 times 4.
Remember, 5 questions.
Where do you get the other 4 from?
Well, you get actually 6 questions for every 5 questions that you get.
That's a
See
trick
what I'm
question.
saying? Come on. Who's fucking paying attention to the podcast? Let's just go over the rules. There are going to be 5 questions. They could be where you have to answer them outright. They could be multiple choice, and they could just, I don't know. They're fucking questions. And then if you get all 5 right, that's really great. There's going to be a bonus question, which means this should actually be called 6 questions. That's going to come from Rich. If you get them all correct, your name will once again be put on a plaque, which is located somewhere in my house that no one will ever see as long as we all live. And so you've already got your name up there, I believe, 3 times. 3 times, I believe you're on there.
Sure.
And if you get this one right, I believe you take over Dave Murray as having the most times that you're... Okay, that's not true.
He's like in the 5 times.
Oh, he's in the 5s.
Yeah,
Okay. It's like... So he's like Steve Martin, and you're like Alec Baldwin. You know what I mean? That was a Saturday Night Live reference, if anybody was paying attention.
Dave Murray, is that the dude from Iron Maiden?
No, it's not, but he does love Iron Maiden. Yeah, he's one of the 7 guitar players of Iron Maiden. All right, Wendy, are we ready to go?
Let's go.
All right, Wendy, the greatest quote from the movie Tommy Boy is...
Oh, you're not giving me a choice.
Nope.
Probably fat guy and a little...
That is absolutely correct. It is the most memorable and probably the most said quote of it. There are many, and we will go over all of them during this week's Jaret Goes to Movie podcast when we're talking about...
I kind of like the quote...
Tommy.
Richard!
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Richard.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Dude, I'm gonna sample that and just have that every time you text me. Richard. Shut up, Rich. No, I'm gonna get shut up, Richard.
Shut up, Richard.
All right, question number 2. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yep.
In the movie Tommy Boy, the actor known as David Spade did not actually use the hairstylist that was hired to participate in doing all of the hair for everyone on the set. Now, him not accepting that made his hair look like A, Donald Trump, B, Chris Burney's crotch hair after a really hot summer, C, a dead duck, or 4, all of the above.
Let's go with all of the above.
All of the above. Number 4 is right.
However, I feel bad talking about Chris Burney.
That is right. No, it's just his ball hair. He understands how it is. It's all good. All right. C. True or false? Bo Derek's boobs are insane.
True.
That is true. That is right. You are 3 for 3, Wendy. You are kicking ass. My gosh, we're flying through these 2. Number 4. Here we go. Are you ready for this one? This one is really tough.
Okay.
Rob Lowe, the actor, is hottest in the movie Tommy Boy, St. Elmo's Fire, or About Last Night? This is a tough one.
About Last Night.
That is absolutely correct. Oh my God. Now that one I thought was a curveball. I thought you were going to say Tommy Boy. Here's why I thought that. That's what we're fucking talking about. But hey, I'm glad that you didn't fall for it. He's super hot in About Last Night. We all would have done him. And Little Booby Demi Moore was equally as hot, and I liked her better then. Rich, how about you?
No,
that's what I think. Okay, so question number, are we on 5?
Yeah,
I think this is 5. Yeah. Wendy, you're breezing through this. I swear to God, this is crazy.
Or E, as you might.
Okay, so we're on question E. Here we go. Out of all 5 questions, you've gotten 1, 2, C, 4, and now E will come up next. All right. Now, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, and we're gonna discuss this one on the podcast. And this is a pretty simple question: if you are driving down the street and your car hits a deer, and the deer is dead, you should A, move it out of the street so that other people don't hit it, and fucking leave. B, move it out of the street so other people don't hit it. Maybe call the police and be like, hey, there's a huge dead deer on the side of the street over here. Or C, put it in the car.
Well, I'm going to go with B.
B is the correct answer. That's right. You want to get it off the street if you can. They are very heavy. I've watched that Alaskan show where they kill the elk, and you have to like call for the police just to have them help you get it into the car. Have you guys seen this?
No.
These things weigh like 500 pounds. You go out.
Is this RuPaul's Drag Race?
You go. No. That one. There are no. There's shit. I fucking censored myself. No. There's this show in Alaska, and they go out and they hunt these elk, and they go like way out, like fucking way out.
So way out.
And then they shoot these things, and they weigh 500 pounds. So they're like, we need some help. So they call the police, and the police come and help them because that's their job is to, well, it's the game warden or whatever. Okay. But their job is to help them. The whole thing is just like, well, what? Fucking stay by the car or something,
or go out and
don't shoot it. You know,
bring more people.
Yeah, exactly. Like bring a team and everybody.
Why isn't the rule if you shoot it, you've got to have enough people to bring it back? Yeah, we're not going to help you.
If that
it's
was
not
the
our
rules,
job.
if that was a rule, see, Rich, they would just leave them out there, and they would get disease and all kinds of things. It'd be super sad.
That would be sad.
And so, don't be a fucking asshole.
All right.
Okay. Wendy, you've gotten 5 correct. That means you are already on the board, but you could do one better. This time, if you get number 6 correct, it means the next time you see Rich, he owes you a free back rub and spinal adjustment. So we are going to go to Rich for question 6 here.
It's not a foot rub?
No foot rubs this week. Rich for 6.
All right, Wendy. You're on the beach. You find a genie lamp. You rub the genie lamp. The genie comes out, and the genie says, I'll give you 2 wishes. No, wait, I screwed that up. I'll give you 1 wish, but here are your 2 options. Option 1, to bring Chris Farley back to life, or never hear Jaret sing ever again.
Oh, God.
What do you
choose?
choose?
That's not fair. I'm going with... What was it again?
Bring Chris Farley back to life or never hear Jaret sing again.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that seems like an easy choice.
Well, then she just picks...
Jaret would first sing again?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So you're saying...
Okay, to sing.
So press A and we all win. We fucking did it.
We won. Hey, no take backsies here.
Bring Chris Farley back to life, or let. How do I word that?
She wins. She wins.
You win. Yeah, you win. Ladies and gentlemen, she got all 6 correct. Wendy, congratulations!
I meant to do that.
You've won a back rub and a spinal adjustment from Rich. Next time you guys see each other, which is super exciting.
I think you just wanted to give her a back rub.
You were a fantastic sport. Love you. And
am I that transparent?
Damn it! All right, we're gonna get on with this podcast, Wendy. We love you so much.
Love you too. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Hangout.
Okay, see you on the Hangout
Wendy.
tomorrow.
Bye, Wendy.
Bye. See ya.
That was random question time.
I'm glad I got all that out of my system.
Let's pretend like we just called her just now.
Wendy was awesome.
That's what we're doing right now. Yeah, we're doing some acting.
I know.
Everybody in here. Will is killing it over here.
He is killing it.
He's the one holding it together, dude.
Thank you, Will.
I feel like that's like a fucking... That's his shit, by the way. Like, it's like anytime on the driveway, he's the dude that just has it together.
I'm literally Kiddy Corner.
He is Kiddy Corner.
Don't make the nickname stick. It will happen.
It already has happened.
It has
never.
I'm your godfather. He's Kiddy Corner Will.
Okay, that was self-proclaimed, by the way. He's not my godfather.
Don't do it.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Don't.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Take it off, dickhead. I'm serious.
Richard, what's happening?
So did you see Spade's face? I felt like this was not in the script. I felt like this was completely like they were filming, but they weren't. They were just fucking around. Because Spade looked like he wasn't in character, and he was legitimately pissed at Farley for goofing around and fucking around, and he was real like that's my fucking coat. I really have to have that. He looked out of character and mad.
Well, I think that's the effect that Chris. This is what I was trying to talk about earlier. Is that like the duo, like that's the relationship that they had. Like he could make him laugh. So even like if you go back to the van down by the river. I mean, David Spade he could not hold character.
Right.
He could not. I mean, like, he's literally just hand in the face the whole time.
Right.
Because this is his best friend.
Right.
And they're best friends, like, beyond belief. Like, they're the best friends that can punch each other in the face.
Right.
Which, by the way, taking a punch from Chris Farley sounds terrible.
Yes.
But I've talked to you about this before.
He's spry.
About how David Spade was, like, dating fucking penthouse playmates and shit. And he
has, like, a huge penis or something, right?
No,
he just has sex with everybody.
Yeah, he's got really good game.
Okay.
But
that's true.
he was dating a Playboy playmate who was the centerfold, and they were doing Saturday Night Live, and it was a writers' meeting, and Chris Farley was about 10 minutes late to said writers' meeting, and David Spade had the magazine that his girlfriend was in sitting on his desk, and so Chris Farley comes in. He's just like, "Hey, have you seen the magazines?" "Yes, I've seen it," or whatever. He goes, "I have too." And so David Spade goes back to his desk, and Chris Farley had masturbated into the magazine and put semen on his girlfriend's face.
Oh, man.
That's the friendship they had. You know?
A little bit over the line, I would think.
Yeah, I think so, too. And actually, the way that David Spade tells it, I think he even thought, like, dude, like,
That's
what
not cool.
the
Well, that was
fuck?
actually one
And
of those-
that was the expression he had on his face in this scene.
Right.
No,
Was
that
like,
was even
come
one of those
on,
things,
dude.
like in like one of the documentaries about Chris Farley, where like they were like, "This dude's fucking losing his shit. He's crazy right now." But in this scene, if it was unscripted at all, I would think it was unscripted to David Spade only. Like that Chris Farley had a plan to do the thing, but
no, I'm sure he had a plan.
I
to
think
do it.
that guy in a little coat had to have been a thing. Yeah,
totally.
You're right.
And
I think you're right.
But like ripping it, like maybe David Spade wasn't supposed to know what was going to happen and when.
Yeah.
So his reaction would have been like genuine.
Yeah.
Or they're just good actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it could be that too.
maybe.
I mean,
But I also watch Rules of Engagement regularly, so probably not.
I definitely think Spade is a good actor. I just felt like he was. It just looked like he was out of character, like he was playing himself and not the character.
I don't think
just in this
Spade
one
is
scene.
a good actor at all.
I think he's a great actor.
I think Spade plays Spade in everything he's ever been in. Just Shoot Me, Tommy Boy, Black
Emperor's New
Sheep,
Groove.
everything. The new thing that he's on.
Have you seen the
It's
Do-Over?
the same character or whatever. No, I'm not, dude. I'm not knocking him. Like, dude, I love Jason Lee. Okay, Jason Lee literally plays the fucking same character, and I think it's
That's
the
your
most
go-to same character guy.
No, well, fuck, dude. Well, do you?
No, I'm not dogging on you. I'm saying
It's like
you
even
say-
Adam Sandler is always Adam Sandler, but he also did Funny People, and he also did Spanglish. Like,
but you
David
know what?
Spade's never come out with Spanglish.
But that's not fair if you're knocking me for that. Because
I just said I'm not knocking
well, thank
you
you.
for that.
Because Bad Religion is my band where I'm like, I don't like when bands change. Like, I like when every single song sounds exactly the same and they all sound like this. Today I was thinking about this today. I was listening to the new Green Day song. It's called Bang Bang. I fucking think it's so genius. And
Are they in the Hall of Fame?
They are.
Okay, great.
I can't get past it. I just think it's so good. And there's like a whole group of albums that I didn't listen to. They had these ones called Uno, Dos, Tre, where they, because the drummer's name is Trey. It's fucking hilarious, right? So they did 3 full, and I was just like, why didn't anybody ever listen to those? And I started listening to it today. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so fucking good. That's my go-to band. Bad Religion would be, but like, I like when Green Day sounds like Green Day. You know what I mean? So I like when David Spade plays David Spade.
Bad Religion the Journey spinoff, or is that Bad English?
That's bad English.
Okay. I had Journey the whole time you were telling that story.
By the way, no, Bad English
Journey?
Bad English though isn't like a spin-off. It's John Waite.
John Waite with the
From
two
the
Journey
Babies.
He was in
He was in the Babies. John Waite.
or was he in Faces? Or he was just Babies?
Just the Babies
The
was his
Babies.
big band.
Okay.
So who the fuck is Bad Religion?
Oh, they're one of the greatest punk
Yeah,
bands
they're
of all
awesome.
time. Yeah, they're so
That's
good.
probably why I don't know them.
All right, so there's a couple of clips you didn't pull. So I want you to go to your notes. You should have a thing called Superstar Script. They should all be
Superstar
there.
Script.
If they're not there, well, you're going to look like a fool. All right, so
Casey, did you get notes? I didn't get any notes.
No, you guys did not get
No,
notes.
I wasn't
Is this
paying
the part where we
notes.
act or pretend to
Yeah, we're
act?
going to be acting.
Okay,
So
lastly.
your line should say rich, and that's your line, okay?
Wait, the ones that say rich are my line?
Yeah. Now, when we get to the part where we all know that it's all going to go up there and we're all going to be excited, everybody is welcome to join in. Okay, we're ready for this?
Yes.
Long ago.
Talk about lame.
Totally.
You can change it if you want.
I don't care. It's up to you.
That's good acting. No, it's I'm just saying, I can live with it if you.
You told me you love me, baby. Something so
good. We got Mark singing, dude. We did it. Dude, that was really good.
I didn't even know where we were going with that.
We did really good.
Pulled that out of my ass.
That's my favorite scene.
You do that every time you put your face in front of a fan, right?
Of course I do.
Single time.
You do that for every fan?
Nice. Kiddy Corner Will pulls it out.
So are you saying that you don't?
No, I hope not.
Jesus Christ.
That was on purpose. That wasn't even.
We've gone fucking.
Oh my God,
Shit's gone crazy.
Casey's spitting milk out of her nose. And
All right,
she's not even drinking milk.
We're driving down the street and the fight happens. Okay, so the fight happens. They pull over, and the car at this point it's fucking destroyed. Right. So a little bit of trivia behind this fight that happens. Okay, and I've actually heard this story told on Howard Stern, so I do actually think that this is pretty accurate. So according to David Spade, he and Chris Farley got into a physical altercation on the set. Because David Spade and Rob Lowe had gone out the night before, got like super drunk, and Chris Farley was pretty jealous because he wasn't invited.
He wasn't invited?
So at every little time, every little jab he could, Chris Farley would just look at him and be like, "How's Rob Lowe?" So he fucking got really pissed at him, threw a fucking Diet Coke on him. Chris responded by throwing him down the fucking stairs, and then they actually got into a real fucking fist fight.
This reminds me of the Roadhouse podcast when I went out with Marshall Teague and didn't invite you out for drinks.
Roadhouse.
And I got that all night.
I know, but you have to be sympathetic to the times that Jaret hasn't been invited out to drinks.
I know.
Okay, like he was a little sensitive to that.
Real sensitive.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
That's super mean.
I don't get invited out all the time. Like, people don't fucking invite me because I always say no.
Yep. I know.
God damn it, Will.
Get into your corner.
But would you have said no that
Just
day?
wanted a burger.
Would I have said no? Yes, I would have said no that day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would have because I had the fucking kids that
And
day.
I knew, that's why I didn't ask.
That's not even true. You're a fucking goddamn fucking opportunistic son of a bitch.
Helen, we're both in sales. Let me tell you why I suck as a salesman. Let's say I go into some guy's office. Let's say he's even remotely interested in buying something. Well, then I get all excited. I'm like, Jojo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. The pet is my possible sale. Oh, my pretty little pet. I love you. So I stroke it, I pet it, I massage it. Yeah, I love it. I love my little naughty pet. You're naughty. And then I take my naughty pet and I go. Oh! I killed it! I killed my sale! That's when I blow it. That's when people like us have got to forge ahead, Helen.
This scene was greatness.
Dude, I mean, like, who in the world could have played that?
It was great. Like, it was funny, but it actually, like, made sense to the plot. Like,
Correct.
It was very important to the plot. It was well delivered. The whole thing was just, it was excellent. Yeah, it was like a big turning point in the whole storyline. It was great.
Do you know who the first choice for Richard was?
Bob Barker?
And that's hilarious. That would have been funny. Are you just going Adam Sandler movies? Or?
It just popped in my head.
So think about it. So,
It was Bob Barker.
So put it in your head like this exchange right here. Christian Slater.
No.
Yeah.
I love
that was first choice.
Mr. Robot?
Was this when he was big? Yeah, is this when he was still kind of relevant?
Oh, he's relevant. Is he Mr. Robot? Is that a thing?
Yeah, he's on Mr. Robot, yeah.
I can't give it away. It's a great show.
Fuck.
Well, he's in the first episode, though.
All right, so...
I love Christian Slater. I'm going to say it
Sort
again.
or is he?
Yep.
Right.
I fucking love the... he goes, can I just get that... shrimp cocktail I saw on the case up there. She brings it to me. He just goes, "Holy Lord, look at this guy. We caught him right after Thanksgiving. Gonna need a pooper scooper on this thing." How the fuck what do you do on that? Like, how do you guys eat shrimp? Do you even look at it, or do you just dip it and go?
You know, it's a sensitive subject.
Dip it and go.
Never look back.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is when I
made a living pulling those little pieces of shit out of the shrimp.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean hold on. What do you mean made a living?
I worked at Tia's Tex-Mex.
All right.
In Louisville.
I love that place.
It was amazing, right?
Delicious.
And I had to go pull all the little black strings out of their ass for...
Yeah, I think it's messed up if places don't do that.
Yeah,
like
you
my
have
dad,
to do that.
who
That's
is
terrible.
a Corpus Christi Gulf shrimp fucking loving motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you do not peel a shrimp without cleaning it completely.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah, I always had to clean the shrimp when I was
All
doing
you do
the
is
line.
run it underwater. It falls
Well,
out.
the thing is, so like, so we had a
Jared just tosses it salad, I guess.
Me? No, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I had a biology teacher.
He's so sensitive tonight.
My freshman year in
no shenanigans
in college.
Yeah. Only a little shenanigans.
And he said, if you still eat shellfish, by the time you get done with this class, I think I'm going to change your mind. Or whatever. Anyway, apparently they just shit on themselves. And
Was
that's
he
the whole
related
thing.
to your old brother-in-law?
Oh, no, that's, his voice is a little bit higher. Ain't no dog what never had dog food put in front of him ain't never starved to death. Hey, the horses are running somewhere, am I right?
What kind of strange place did you grow up?
That was Lufkin.
Oh, I was just there a couple weeks ago.
That's what they fucking sound like, isn't it?
Here's a little secret, though. The shrimp tastes exactly the same with the poop in
Or without.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a thing. I don't know. But it's
I
cleaner.
mean, it's gross. I mean, if you're seeing it, take it out. If you don't see it, don't worry about it.
I'm sure
Jesus
cannibals
Christ.
say the same thing about humans, but you might as well just clear them out.
I always do.
Because they know all they sold you was a guaranteed piece of shit. That's all it is, isn't it? Hey, if you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed, I will. I got spare time. But for now, for your customer's sake, for your daughter's sake, you might want to think about buying a quality product from me.
Okay, I'll buy from you.
Oh, that's... What?
I love this guy.
This was greatness too. Yeah, the whole scene, the guy, everything was greatness about the scene.
Absolutely. I love this guy though, because even him later is like, I thought we were watching cartoons.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy's got dynamite strapped to him, foreshadowing. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy.
So the hottest girl in the world is in this pool scene.
Yeah, she is
literally the hottest girl in the world.
Okay, do you know who it is?
I have no idea who it is.
Her name is Jessica Parker.
Okay.
Jessica Parker.
Again, another line that we say all the time. I'm not allowed to use my thing that I made, especially for this.
No, you're not.
That is some shit Jaret says all the time.
It's not
That's so bad.
I'm going to leave that in. And I'm also going to I'm going to beg James Stant to please make you one to
Or
replace
to not.
that.
You literally say, I say this all the time so much that a button is excessive.
Yeah, that's probably true.
We get it. You say a lot of words. You and I, everyone believes you.
We get it. First of all,
I believe you. You actually do say all these things a lot. But
First
there's not
of
a
all,
button necessary.
you're tearing him down.
No, I'm not.
This is not good for
I'm
the
tearing
show.
the button down.
I know, but he's not doing
No,
that.
I'm good, but I speak in movie lines. We've talked about this.
You really do. 100%. I don't like the button.
Okay.
I like you.
That is some shit Jaret says all the time.
It's just a bad mix. I'll fix it by next time.
Oh, it's the mix.
I fucking girl.
It's in the mix.
Girl by the pool. And he goes, "Hey, you know where the weight room is?"
That's my favorite line of the movie, actually.
But the follow up, which is 100% what we say all the time. I'll check it out. Because we're like, we will walk into a place and be like, hey, do you know where backstage is? Whatever. We'll check it out. Like, that's a thing.
No,
love
I
it.
love that line. It's my favorite.
That is some shit Jaret says all the time.
Oh my god, it's so bad. We might need to keep it.
It's
so bad.
It is the fucking.
It's the worst.
So the car is fucked at this point. They've got a fucking, like a lattice. Is that what you call it? Like a lattice as a door?
Yes, that's
that
what
whole thing.
It's basically a child's gate.
Dude, so when you...
They got it at the Kiddy Corner.
So the whole movie takes a turn. Yeah, the whole movie takes a turn. Rob Lowe goes in. He changes like 5 numbers, and all of a sudden, he undoes everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's undone. And...
Meaning he undoes the sales that they made so
well,
far.
what he did was he just changed the numbers. But here's what I was thinking.
Well, he changed the numbers so that they didn't deliver what they guaranteed that they would deliver.
Right.
Right. What did you say?
Same thing, pretty much, I think. But, okay, so now it's time to do some more acting.
Oh, shit. You
all right.
Put this in my
Yep, I'll do it. I'll put it in there right now. Just come back to mine. Okay.
I'm over here.
So, actually, you know what? We probably need a music bed.
Why is there music again?
I don't know, just because there's, like... You want to act it without music? I just thought, like... Why
You're acting again?
Housekeeping!
Okay, no, so are you going to be... you're going to be Richard this time?
Yeah, I'm always Richard.
Okay, that makes sense.
Housekeeping!
Okay, well, hold on. Don't. But you didn't pull this
He's
clip.
in character.
But I feel like this is a big fucking quotable time in this movie. Like, housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
No, you got to be like, housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
No, housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
That's good. Okay, you ready? Go.
Housekeeping!
No. Housekeeping.
Oh, housekeeping!
No. Housekeeping.
Housekeeping!
No, thank you. Sleeping.
Housekeeping!
Come back in an hour.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
No towels. Need sleepy.
Housekeeping, you want men for pillows?
Please go away and let me sleep for the love of God.
Housekeeping, you want me to jerk you off?
What kind of hotel is this? Oh, it's you.
Morning, sunshine. Yikes.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good acting, Buzz.
Acting.
Really good acting, by the way. But I put Richard on the spot, by the way, on this acting.
You're talking about me?
Yeah, I never call you Richard.
No, never.
Casey does.
I call you Richard.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
When I stop the car, run out screaming.
No problem.
Little trick my dad taught me. Bees! Bees! Bees in the car! Bees everywhere! God, they're huge! They're ripping my flesh off!
Son, roll around. Did you hear me? Roll around on the ground.
Forget that! I'm starting to swell up!
Save yourself! Don't be the hero!
Frank, I'm allergic to bees.
Me too! They're huge and they sting crazy!
We'll come back later and check on you.
Yeah, in a while.
Save yourself!
Your firearms are useless against them!
I remember seeing this in 1995 or
How
whatever.
genius is this?
It's genius, but now this is a good way to get shot. Because if you jump out of the car and start acting crazy and shit, just okay, well, fuck, man, they were on fucking
Well, it wouldn't work in the daytime. I think
bath
it
salts
has
or
to be
whatever.
at night where you
remember
can't
that
see
bath
the
salts thing? Let's talk about that. You
Wait,
remember
what?
that? Like,
Yeah,
remember
I was
the
like
guy-
in Florida. People were like eating each other's
the guy
faces
got on
off.
bath salts and he just ate a guy.
What?
It
There's
was like
a
real
thing.
bath salts. It was like a form of bath salts people did. It was like an amphetamine.
Oh, this is where they're running their heads into windshields
Yeah, it was
and
like
stuff?
it was
Oh,
an
yeah, I heard
amphetamine
about
high.
this.
And then
it
a
was
guy
like crazy
ate a guy.
meth zombies.
So the thing is,
He
like,
I don't
ate
think
him-
it's
he
Bed
ate
Bath
him a
and Beyond.
little
Go
bit.
buy
He, like,
some
gnawed
bath
on him.
salts.
no, I fucking see some people run out of a car like this, and I'm a cop or whatever. You're like, hey, you can fucking dance. You can dance if you want to.
But there was
You
an
can-
increase
That's
in
it.
people like children buying like legitimate like Epsom salts and like trying to snort it.
yeah,
and
they're
stuff
idiots.
to
They
get
get what they
high, but they
deserve.
didn't realize it was. They just called it bath salts. But
Right.
it's essentially legalized methamphetamine.
Yeah, I saw
high.
those videos. That was crazy.
He goes, David Spade's dancing around, and he just goes, "It's really bad. Don't be a hero." You know, like, don't fucking try to intercept anything. Son, roll around. So good. Such a great idea.
Do you think that would really work, though?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. I think it might work.
There is no way in hell now. Maybe in 95, for sure in 85.
If you don't get shot, it might work.
I don't know, man. Bees?
Yeah, I think
in
if it's
95,
at night,
it would have worked for me 100%.
I guess it depends where you are.
Because I was 4.
I mean, you might have to like poke yourself a bunch of times while you're running around, so that when they finally stop, because they're probably not going to drive away. They're probably
People
going
would be like, "Oh, child, it's my child.
She's 4. She just drove a car all over the place. Oh, there have to be bees.
Roadhouse.
Exits. Okay, there's one back here. And there's probably one over by the wing somewhere, usually. And what about seat belts? To fasten. Take the little end and stick it in the big end, and you know what? If you guys don't know how to use a seat belt, just ring your call button, and Tommy will come back there and hit you on the head with a tack hammer because you're a retard. Okay, and life preservers. These we may need. Although, what are the odds of us actually hitting a lake? My money says, if anything, it's going to be a mountain. To inflate, put it around your neck and yank down on the tab.
Yeah, he's a big dumb animal. Whatever, right? Like, did I just say aminable?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
You want to take that again?
You said aminal.
Let me take that again. He's a big dumb... God damn.
Leave
Let me
it.
take it again. Leave it. Big dumb animal, folks.
Dude, Spade should do all of his comedy from a flight attendant walkie-talkie.
So you liked that character.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the best thing ever.
It's a good character. You know that one of my favorite things that they did, so let's go back to what we revisited, was when Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, and David Spade were the Gap girls or whatever, and they...
Cinch it. Just cinch it.
Yeah, it's just... Leave me alone, I'm starving. I fucking thought that shit was so great.
Yeah.
And just, oh man, David Spade's characters were so great. He just never... The thing is that what he says is that if you didn't write the bit, you didn't star in the bit.
Right.
So he wasn't a writer, he was an actor. But goddamn, can he deliver some fucking snarky ass shit?
Dude, I watched, because I think it was, was he in something that we talked about in the last couple months?
Well, he would have...
Because I said something about Spade Comp, and you were like, not his stand-up, right? And then I was like...
Oh, no, wait, did I say that? Because
Yeah.
I've never seen his stand-up.
Okay, well, we said something, you were like, not... Because I said, I love Spade's type of comedy, and you were like, not his stand-up, like, thinking that his stand-up was bad. And I just kind of off the cuff just
you're
said,
You're putting words in my mouth, because
Yeah.
I've never seen
This
his
stuck
stand-up.
with me, but you may have been just off the cuff, too. And my point is, I went and...
See how I'm getting blamed for something I didn't even do?
I'm pretty sure you said
You
it.
see the whole workings
I'm
of all
not, I'm
that?
just not holding you to your statement. That's all I'm saying. You did say it, but I'm not holding you to it. My point is, I watched...
I've never seen David Spade's stand-up.
Which is... Why are you dogging on his stand-up, then?
Because David Spade.
I didn't.
It's a trap.
My point is, I watched his recent stand-up, like something recent from this year that he had done. He fucking killed. It was hysterical.
Okay, more importantly, apparently David Spade does stand-up, guys. Everybody should know that. Anybody want to take a look? Go ahead and look it up on the internet.
And second most important, he had his TT and Heather Locklear.
Woo!
It's like, yes.
And Julie Bowen.
Who gives a shit? I feel like you get your dick in Heather Locklear, you fucking made it. That's it.
I mean, that,
Okay,
but
you
that
went with
wasn't
harsher
this
words that
decade.
time?
Let's.
Anyway, they land where they're gonna be. He goes into a bank and yells, "Listen up! This is only gonna take a second," which is the worst idea ever.
But whoever thought of this?
Which could not have gotten worse until later. You know what I mean? This is so bad.
But who's the writer that thought about just yelling in a bank?
Yeah, hey, everybody, I'm just trying to find...
And then the cops throw their guns at him.
The best is just... And they all hit him in the feet. Like, what do you do? Just take off running, you know? Like, had he... oh, my God. Now, here's the thing. Had he picked one of those up, it would have been a really big deal.
Right.
Not so much, because later he's going to come into the goddamn bank with dynamite!
Sort of.
Strapped to him. The fucking... The kid... I love the kids in this movie. It's so good, because the kid rolls up and he just goes, "Hey, Mom, it's the guy who robbed the bank. He goes, I didn't rob any bank. He goes, oh, yeah, right. Like it was some other real fat guy with a tiny head. He's like, I got a tiny head? And all of a sudden, we're in the elevator with Dan Aykroyd.
But the Callahan factory's been in my family for 70 years. You can't just shut it down. Son, you got to look at it from my point of view. Callahan's a premium name. That's what I'm buying. I can make the parts in one of my factories, put them in a Callahan box, and sell them in my stores at a premium price. Why keep your factory going when all I want's the goddamn box? I'll tell you why, because there's a town involved here. Callahan factory's the only thing keeping it alive.
So the thing is when I drive through my hometown, it's kind of weird. We used to have PPG, which was Pittsburgh Paint and Glass. We had Halliburton. We had we had Stanley Tools. All these factories, and they're just gone. It's fucking crazy. So I didn't notice this on this movie until today, that he's like driving by. Oh shit, that place is closed, and this place is closed, and this place is closed. Obviously, it's a Detroit thing, but man, like. All these factories in my hometown are gone, and those are jobs.
So, did the town shut down?
My town?
Yeah.
No, they brought the whores in, and we're fine. Yeah, everything was fine. No, all the money came in.
The whole house.
Yeah.
I would like to publicly state for the record that I don't think Dan Aykroyd is funny at all. But I think he's a really good actor, like a serious actor. Like, I think he's much better as a serious actor than he is a comedian.
My Girl. That character he did in this movie is the same character he did the Bassomatic skit on Saturday Night Live, if you guys remember that from the 70s.
Super Bassomatic.
To me, it sounds like the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's very funny. I didn't think anything he's ever been in has been the funny part of what he's been in.
I actually 100% agree with you. I agree. I remember thinking that I think Elwood Blues is great. He
was the sort of the straight man, I guess. Sort of.
I remember the movie Neighbors. Like I don't really. I mean, I think he's not really funny in Ghostbusters at all.
Right. I think we even talked about that before.
But I feel like he's important.
He does a character that I think he thinks is funny, but it's never funny, but it doesn't really need to be funny.
Benefit of the doubt, guys.
So he's needed in the scenes that he is in because he's not the funniest guy in the world. However, he's a guy who wrote a bunch of the early Saturday Night Live shit. He wrote a lot of the John Belushi stuff. And so though he doesn't... I think it's harder to be an actor who can let somebody else be funny than it is to be the guy who's funny. And that's what I think.
Roadhouse.
What have we got here? Oh, my God, it's a police report.
What's all this about?
Let's see. Paul Barish, married May 1993 to Beverly Barish, a.k.a. Beverly Burns. Richard, how could Beverly be married to Paul and my dad at the same time? Interesting.
Yes, provocative.
What I think it means is your marriage to my dad was never legal.
Which also means that Beverly's shares still belong to Tommy. Isn't that right, Mr. Rittenauer?
Yes, I believe that's right. Mr. Riley?
I'd say that's right, Mr. Gilmore.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, so here's the thing. So this movie was done in 1995. So apparently then you could go into a bank with dynamite strapped on you, get a TV camera on you, then go interview some people, and then everything was just fine. And then after you solve the crime, fucking Nancy Drew, everything. So this is stupid, but it's kind of cute too, right? Like it's Tommy Boy stupid.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, these are people that I care about. I mean, like, fuck it. It's like the whole Rob Lowe thing. Like,
I had less of a problem with that part than I did with his Captain Kirk impression. Did you hear that?
Oh, with David Spades?
When they were across the street and he was like, I've got a plan. And then, you didn't hear that? You don't remember that?
I don't know who the fuck Captain Kirk is.
Oh, I'm sorry. William
I'm
Shatner.
kidding. I'm joking.
William Shatner impression.
From now on, Will's nickname is Captain Kirk.
What?
That just stuck.
No.
I don't think it did.
No.
God damn it! Stop challenging me. I love you so much.
I'm more of a Picard guy.
Hey, it just came out of nowhere, and it wasn't even a good impression. It was like, why is this impression in here?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were running He was like, I've got a plan. That's when he strapped all the stuff on him.
Oh, okay.
But he goes, I've got a plan, just like Captain Kirk, and it was just not a good impression.
Yeah, that's not good. But I love the cameras bursting in the room, and he's just like, hey, I'm going to sell you... listen, I've got a contract right here. You're for the American working man. I'm going to sell you 500,000 brake pads.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good ending.
Okay, sure.
And the twist is even better. Hey, that's fine. I'm going to sell this in 10 minutes anyway.
And then, no, you're not.
And then, no, you're not.
Right.
So great.
Yeah. No,
I thought the ending of this movie was fucking awesome.
There was a gap between the middle of the movie and the ending of the movie where I was like, can we get to the ending real quick?
Yep.
Right?
Agreed. I thought all of the whole sitting on the park bench, I actually think even like the scene that you just said was so funny, or that, like, who does that? Like, hey, we need, like, none of that was necessary.
Right.
But who the fuck are we? It's a great fucking movie.
No, I think the first time I watched it, I was eating it all up. It was just this viewing was like, why am I not at the ending yet? Because I feel like I should be at the ending.
So
now.
Let's go back to what I said at the first of this. So is this a genre where everything is front-loaded? We put the story in...
We said that about Vacation, too, right?
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was actually front-loaded. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's a National Lampoon's thing. Like, maybe they created that. Who knows?
Stripes is the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Stripes is so like that.
Stripes is very front-loaded.
Yeah. Like, they didn't even need the ending.
Actually, the funny thing about Stripes is it becomes another movie.
Yeah, it's a whole other movie.
Right.
Once they graduate,
have we done besides...
What's that?
Once they graduate, it should be over.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Besides Ghostbusters, have we done any Bill Murray movies?
We haven't, and we should. I mean, like, we actually should do Caddyshack, but I actually think Stripes...
Stripes more than Caddyshack.
Stripes is the first rated R movie that I ever saw. I got to... my brother snuck me in twice. I made out with Shonda Heffley.
Shonda!
She sounds like a real bitch.
She's fine. I have no idea who the fuck Shonda Heffley... I'm just kidding. Now,
is this the black girl you dated?
No! I never... Wait,
you made
what?
it!
It's a Dutch name. What do you...
No, I tried to date a black girl in my freshman year, and she wouldn't have me.
Can I tell the story of my redheaded roommate, or is it, like, totally racist?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So I lived with this roommate who is nameless, and he was like the paciest, like skinniest, like girl pants wearing, like red-headed dude in the world, right? Like everybody thought he was like my gay roommate. He wasn't. He was a regular old roommate.
You had a lot of male roommates, by the way.
I have had a lot of male roommates because girl roommates are the worst. So
they're messy.
He had this thing for black chicks. It was like just this thing. Like, I know this because he used to borrow my laptop, and I'd go, like, YouTube, and it'd be like, your first lesbian experience. And I'd be like, Facebook, and it'd be like, FuckTube. And I'd be like, what is going on? Because he borrowed my laptop.
Right.
Anyway, everything was, like, extremely ethnic. Good for that pasty-ass motherfucker, right?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Clearly not. So we had this thing. He goes, I'm sorry, I'm just really, really into darker-skinned women. I said, okay, I'm going to do a little experiment with you. He said, okay. I said, I want you to close your eyes. He said, okay. I said, I want you to imagine you're walking down the street. He said, all right. I said, you see the most beautiful black woman you've ever seen in your whole entire, like, life ever. He goes, all right. I said, she's with a dude. He's like, all right. I said, does he have red hair? He went, no, and walked off, slammed his door.
Roadhouse.
Well, ever since I was a kid, you people have been like a family to me. Louis, we built our first fort together. And Danny, remember when we used to burn ants with a magnifying glass? RT, I lost my virginity to your daughter, for crying out loud. Rob, you were there. Anyway, I just want you to know that as long as I'm around, I'm going to bust my butt. and make sure that every last one of you always has a job right here at Callahan.
This is not how things work in the real world.
It's not. No.
Did you cry?
Oh, God.
I did, yeah.
Oh, my
No, I was asking
God.
Jared.
Are you serious?
Of course he did.
Of course I did.
We're about
And
to
you
start
didn't
our
cry at
period.
51st Dates?
You guys are synced up?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't say I didn't cry at that. Did I not cry at 51st Dates?
Yeah, after it was over and the credits were rolling
No,
and
you
he
cried
said
a
something
little
about
bit.
his dad, you cried.
Yeah, I started crying then. Yeah.
But not at the part that you were supposed to
No.
cry at, which is the daughter in the
On
mom
the dock?
hug.
On the
No,
dock?
on the boat.
No, you cried then.
No, he did not. He
No,
said
I only cried once in that movie.
it was
Alright,
just,
whatever.
which was the dedication to Adam Sandler's
Wait, she
dad.
knows better than I do.
No, it's on the podcast. It's documented.
This podcast is a lie. Right away
the
now.
dad thing was crazy.
Right, but
Yeah.
you didn't cry when the daughter hugged the mom.
You did too. Get like a little misty.
He said he did not.
When
I'm just
when
going
she
with
woke up
what
in
he
the boat
said.
and the mom was out there, and
I think I did. Did I say I
You were
didn't?
lying? Yeah.
you're just a liar.
Damn it, man. I didn't mean to. So, what's our movie next week?
All right, let's talk about this. Well, and let's be honest. I know I don't want to not say what I want to do, but I'm fine with not doing what I want to do, okay? We're doing a Gene Wilder movie, one
Willy
way or
Wonka,
another.
My turn to pick.
I
My
watched...
turn to pick.
If you want to blow your pick on Gene Wilder, that's fine.
I would like to.
I watched 2 movies of Gene Wilder and part of a third. I watched See No Evil, Hear No Evil all the way through, gut busted laughed all the way through the movie. I watched Stir Crazy, and it was funny, but not like funny. It was like a good movie, but it wasn't funny at all. Like, I didn't think it was funny at all. But it was a good movie. I did not like it. And then you've got Silver Streak, which I didn't like, but that's on a train or something, and I can't remember the plot.
All I remember is I had the train set when I was a kid.
Right. So, and then I watched a little bit of, I don't know if you guys even remember this movie, but The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother. So, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, I was constantly laughing the entire time. There were so many funny things because the whole premise is he's deaf and Richard Pryor is blind, and they hate being considered handicapped, so they don't tell people that they're handicapped. So they pretend like they're not deaf and blind, but then they kind of get together and they use each other to get through the world. I thought it was hysterical.
I'm using my pick. I want to do Willy Wonka.
Oh, dang.
And we're doing Willy Wonka just like that.
Okay, done.
You should all still watch Young Frankenstein as adults.
Everybody should watch that. But I think there's less
Roadhouse.
to talk about in Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I didn't want to do Young Frankenstein either.
Young Frankenstein's amazing. I love it.
There
I love
probably
Gene
is
Wilder.
plenty to talk about with Willy Wonka. I think it's probably just too cliche, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I know I liked it.
Here's the thing that I don't want to do. I don't want to get into comparing Willy Wonka to the
Charlie
new
and
Willy
Chocolate.
Wonka. And, like, I just
Right.
feel like
No,
that to
I
me
hated the new one. I loved the old
I know,
one.
but
Okay,
like
me and Will Vark, by the way, can go ahead and say that, like, by comparing the old one to the new one, is actually comparing the old one to the book. We're not going to do that. I think it's a good pick.
it's a great movie.
Oh, you're saying the new one is more like the book?
Yes.
I would love to do it and talk about, like, hey, this is what it was like when I first saw it. I just don't want...
It's my generation's Gene Wilder. I want to do it.
Okay. I just don't
Or
think...
I break
like,
up.
Oh, shoot.
I don't feel like Rich can come in from the angle of, like, here's why the new one is better.
No, I hate the new one.
Who
The new one
cares?
was
It's
terrible.
not even the right thing. Let's, like,
It
save
is,
it.
no, but don't mean who cares. I just feel like that movie is sacred. Let's just fucking talk about the movie.
The new one is terrible.
I don't give a fuck.
You're worried about me saying the new one's
No,
better.
I'm just more worried about you just...
I quit the podcast. I'm moving out. I'm going away. Never mind. I'll never... This is my first suggestion of a movie, by the way.
Roadhouse.
Well, now you know better not to suggest.
You didn't want to. I mean, I'm surprised you want to blow your.
I do.
Your one a year recommendation on this.
Hey, Rich, just be a stout.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jaret. So apparently next week we will be doing Willy Wonka.
Apparently.
And the Chocolate Factory. Gosh, I swear to God, I thought we were going to end up doing Stir Crazy.
No, you said Blazing Saddles.
You were really pulling for Star Crazy.
No, Blazing Saddles is already on the calendar.
Yeah, it's on the calendar.
Oh, well then it's fine.
That's a movie that could never be remade today.
Agreed. Thanks for listening.
Yep, it can't be remade because it's racist as shit. You can't remake it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, we're all real sensitive at my age. Like, you can't, hear
Like,
or see
seriously.
or think about things, like, your head explodes. It's fucked up.
It doesn't... I can't have this in my safe place.
They have safe places in colleges.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
They have safe places in colleges for whenever you, can't
We all
handle...
know this.
He doesn't. When you can't handle,
Trump
controversy or, too much of anything in college campuses. Like, if you get offended, there's, a safe spot
I can't
for
wait
you
till these people
where
graduate.
You can't...
What do you mean?
Are you serious? You don't know this? You can't. You're just playing dumb, right?
Okay,
I'm
no,
not.
he doesn't.
I don't know what you're
They have
essentially,
safe places.
They have safe places
No.
in colleges now where you get away
Yes.
from being, out of your comfort zone.
Look.
Even though college is literally made for critical thinking.
No. This is not political whatsoever.
Can they do their laundry?
No, listen.
You
listen,
go
listen.
away to get
Someone wrote
laundry's not safe.
the word
No, not at all.
Trump with chalk on the sidewalk. And they
Not with
had a
blood of
connection
non-virgins from Russia.
because they wanted to have a safe place where they didn't have to walk and see the word Trump in chalk. This is a thing. That was a thing. It's like
It was very expensive.
They were like I should not have to be able to walk to class and see the word Trump written in chalk.
It hurts my feelings.
It hurts their feelings, and they had to have a safe place
It's
so
a
that
real
that
fucking thing.
would not happen.
Well, I need one of those in my house.
I had the most racist, sexist, fucking speech teacher of all things in the world that would be like, I'm just saying that you guys just need to project your opinions. Also, I hate gay people and Middle Eastern people. And everyone would be like, what the fuck did he just say? That makes no sense. But you stayed and you fucking took the class and you got your A. If you weren't comfortable with it, you left. College is for critical thinking. It's for real life experiences. It's for learning how to get to a job where your boss is actually a dick, not a fucking politically correct fucking person.
Are you saying your boss is a dick?
Yes, he knows that. I told my boss he's a dick 4 times a day. He knows it, but he's not. But he is pretty politically correct.
Wait. Is he more of a dick than I am?
No.
Okay.
No, he's also.
Is anyone more of a dick than he is?
Well, I mean, we went back to the Donald Trump thing, so.
Do you need a safe place?
Oh my god, get me out of here. Get me out of here, guys.
Shit.
Are we going to watch the movie now?
By the way, my name is Jaret, and
when do we watch the movie?
This has been Jaret Goes to the Movies. I want to thank you, Rich, for being beside me all the time. I want to thank my lovely wife, Casey, for being so amazing.
Housekeeping.
Welcome, new Papa 3 to the show. Papa 3
is here. Yes.
And then Will
What the fuck
Vark.
does that mean?
Will Vark, no nickname.
No, it's Kiddy Corner Mark.
Kiddy Corner
It's
Will.
Will. Shit.
I'm just going to call him Will. Will the Way.
Yeah.
Will the Way is fucking great. Is that a thing?
No, that's
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I love it. Nope, it sticks. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. And guys, if you get a chance, review our podcast. Why not share it? Tell your friends about it. If you'd like to support the cause, go to jaretgoestothemovies.com and click on support us. We'll see you down the road.